Hello guys, my name is Frithian and I welcome you to the 8th episode of the Trash Farm podcast. It surely does not use an outdated meme, but that does not matter right now. We have the traditional
We already
go.
decided on the name, so we can't really change it right now.
Okay, you did not decide, I did. There's a
Yeah,
major
you
difference.
decided without me.
But that was before you fucking joined.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm done.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, but
Shut the
this is
fuck up.
we okay,
Anyway.
fine. I'm just like
I swear I'm not emotionally abusing him like that. But anyway, today's guest is bd1p, also known bd1p. Say hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Okay, yeah, great. Uh, so to shortly introduce Ben here. He is a world record holder in the shortest repentance run, currently counting at 1 minute and 48 seconds, and he's also the first and only person so far to unlock 30 characters in one run. Are my facts correct?
They are correct. I think so. It's been a while, but that sounds about right.
Okay, yeah. So my first question is, how did you get into Isaac, the game itself?
So back when I was I had to have been 12. One of my friends said, "Oh, it's this great game on Steam my brother plays. You got to check it out." And I bought it. I played it for 3 hours, and I hated it. So I didn't play it for like another half a year. Then I got into like high school, and I picked it up again, and I just started playing it every day because I didn't have internet when I was a kid, so I could only really play single player games. And I got tired of Minecraft, and I thought I'll just play this Isaac game for a while, and then here I am 3,000 hours later with the same life as I had previously, which is pretty much no life. But it was just kind of like a friend introduced me into it. And then to go over my life as it does with everybody, I feel like with roguelikes, people just, you can't put them down after you start playing them. They're super addicting.
Yeah. Did
Yep.
you start with Flash or Rebirth?
I started with Rebirth. I had played Flash on Newgrounds before. It's just a demo when I was like in school, but I started actually playing the game like seriously within Rebirth.
Okay. Finally, someone said something different then. Oh, I started with Flash, played it like a thousand fucking hours, then got to Rebirth, and then bought every single DLC along the way. Because most people have been like telling me this, that they got into the game with Flash, while I'm sitting here.
Me included.
Yeah, while I'm sitting here, getting into the game when Repentance was like out for like half a year already. So
I, I feel like I'm just too young to like have been in the wave of Flash stuff because I would have been like 10 when that came out, and I would not have had a big enough brain to comprehend how Isaac worked. I feel like
you will not like get the Thebe psychological law of a naked 5-year-old.
no, I would
Then,
not. I was
yeah.
barely even 5 at that point. I bet.
I was like
I think
11 at that time.
yeah. Ben, I think what you just experienced was a an age issue. So cope. Since you started with Rebirth, there's this question that has been bugging with me for some time, ever since I got into the game, and that's anti-birth. Because I never got to experience anti-birth, I got to the game with Repentance. Did you ever play anti-birth?
I did for a bit. I used to watch Northern Lion play it like when it came out, and I thought it was really cool. So I got the mod myself. Again, I was like super young, so I was really bad at the game for a while, and I sucked at anti-birth. But I did beat the witness boss once. I had a good time with it, but it was at that point where I was kind of just like the base game was easier for me because some of Kilburn's ideas are like just ridiculously insane for difficulty.
What is your opinion on anti-birth compared to like repentance?
I think I genuinely, and like, if we're talking about just the stuff that got ported over, nothing like the new Ascension and Home, I do kind of like uh anti-birth's ideas more. I like the idea of having the mausoleum be different and have like the planetariums be a separate floor almost. It just stands out more to me. But I think that what we got with Repentance just kind of fits with the base game more. It just makes more sense in my mind to see it just being one concise floor and the ideas being all in one thing, as opposed to it just being like it just felt more fan made with Anti-Birth, and that can drive you away or it can bring you in. For me, it kind of drove me away.
Kind of what drove me away from Anti-Birth was the fucking puzzles for the knife pieces. You remember that shit?
Yeah,
Like,
those were kind of like, look at the rocks in this
the
room.
one
like
in the
pebbles in
fucking
ground.
mausoleum. The one in the mausoleum is the one that got me because I was supposed to match the fires with the other room, and then I just went into the room shooting. I'm like, fuck. I
Well,
just realized I had to do something here, and I fucked it up.
When Repentance first came out, I was looking for a third knife piece after I already had the knife. Like I was going around the mausoleum, like, where is this puzzle? And it just didn't exist. And I realized, oh, it's only 2 knife pieces now. That's kind of sick, because the stupid puzzles, like you were saying, they're finally gone.
Yeah. Although they kept the puzzle tiles, which are annoying.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Teleport tiles.
So, I don't think I have to like ask you, Ben, on the opinion of whether the knife pieces in Anti-Birth were better than in Repentance, right?
Yeah, no, I kind of like how they are now in Repentance.
Plus, on the fucking corpse floor in Anti-Birth, I always fucking got killed by Chimera because he's too damn fast.
There were some balancing issues, yeah. There were a lot of issues with Repentance
like,
too when it first came out.
Even at 2 speed, like 0.2 speed, he would still keep up with your fucking speed.
Yeah, Kilburn, he's out of anyone that I know in this community, Kilburn is the best Isaac player I've ever met in my entire life. Like when he was making the game, he had to tone down his ideas because they were just too hard for the average player, according to Edmund. He had to make Kilburn make his game easier, which kind of scares me. What he had in mind for these newer bosses.
That actually would be interesting if we could actually maybe hint we could get somebody
That's
him.
That's way too early, man. Maybe
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe if
Kilburn wouldn't be too far off, but Macmillan, yeah.
I mean, I will have to like get some connections first and maybe suck off somebody's dick first before getting to the big names like Kilburn, Edmund, and blah blah. But you know, that's in the far future. We are just a bunch of fucking underages trying to get popular on the internet.
I mean, I'm not really underage. I'm 18, but yeah.
Am I the only one underage here?
I believe you are.
Okay, still, I'm 17, but still, you know.
Close enough, right?
Close enough, but still underage. Fuck. Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel, Ben? Because everyone has like a different story with why they started their own YouTube channel and why did they decide to make the content that they want to make.
I made my first YouTube channel when I was either 7 or 8, and I used to upload Mario Kart Wii videos with my friend Sean in my basement, they were really low effort, like flip video camera styled videos, and they never did super well. Obviously, I was like a little kid, but I always knew from like a younger age that I wanted to do something with entertainment, whether it be like, because I was in a bunch of theater classes, I wanted to act, I wanted to do just any kind of entertainment. And I made the first channel when I was 7, then I made another one when I turned like 12 for Minecraft Pixelmon, and then I kind of was like realizing myself like, man, like I don't have the internet to actually upload videos, and I had a really like trashy laptop back then. But once I got an actual like computer, I started doing Isaac stuff. The videos that I recorded when I was 16 with this new computer, never got uploaded. I think I still have them somewhere, but they were like an Afterbirth Plus. I was gonna do a full deathless file. I never got around to it. I got like halfway through, and then I think I died to some like ultra greed bullshit. But I just kind of felt that I could do well with Isaac because I'm okay at the game and I have the setup for it. And just when I moved out last year for college, I decided like, hey, I'm in a different place. I have a lot of free time. Might as well just start streaming. And then through that, I met some people and they gave me ideas for videos, and I put those onto the platform, and they just did well. And then kind of riding that out ever since.
What was your favorite video of yours and why?
I have a soft spot for the 30 character run stuff because that was just like a challenge that got popular for no reason. But I do enjoy, like, I did a video a long time ago on Mario Party 6 with a couple of friends, and that was just like dumb fun in real life. But I think what I'm the most proud of is probably the 30 character run, just because that was a huge saga and it took a while to come together, but eventually it did, and it was satisfying to get that over with after a while.
I actually have to kind of disagree with the motion that it got popular out of nowhere, because I think that unlocking 30 characters in one single run is an interesting idea that I think is surely that will bring a lot of clicks.
Well,
So
what I've noticed with Isaac YouTube though is that a lot of like unique ideas tend to not do super well. Um, it comes down to like people who post streak videos every day get the most attention, which is weird. 'Cause, I mean, like you did the whole Isaac with an AI, which I thought was like an amazing idea, but just some things just like it's weird because there people are just picky. They want to see just regular Isaac runs, which kind of stomps on creativity a bit. I feel like.
I actually had an idea for a video earlier this month. It was a character that I found on the workshop called Tama. And this character is like impossible to play. It's definitely supposed to be a challenge character because she starts with Hookworm and Dunce
Oh boy.
and Analog Stick. All of that like comes with her. Like Hookworm isn't even like a trinket she holds. It's like it's gold.
That sounds painful.
It is. It really fucking is. Like I died so many times trying to record a fucking video. Like I finally just gave up because I had died. Like my fucking loss streak was like 30, like negative
That's
30.
insane.
I
Guys,
okay. I think that Tama, from the way that you described her, would be like good for an edited video, sort of like the funny moments kind of thing, the style that I usually make. So, hey, you just gave me an idea for a video. Video.
God
Thanks.
damn it.
Imagine stealing ideas from your friends. Cringe.
And associates.
I mean, that's called borrowing, not stealing.
Ah, sure.
Sure, yeah.
Alright,
I'm definitely not
so-
stealing, guys. I'm definitely not emotionally abusing my co-host. Anyway, Bang. If you had to give up Isaac, or like give up the game, and stop playing it on your channel, what would your channel be about?
a cop out answer for that is just like variety. But if I had to choose like one main game to focus on, a game came out this year I've been doing videos on for a while called Inscription, and that game is like it's my number one game of the year. I think it's better than Repentance, like just the update itself. It sucked me in, and I played it 8 hours a day when it first came out, and I couldn't stop. It was just so addicting. The problem is it's not like as expansive as Repentance as a whole is. So there's not a lot of content to keep repeating in there. But overall, like Inscription's an amazing game, and I could play that for as much as I play Isaac every single day. I feel like.
Uh, what would your channel be about in terms of like genres? I'm not really talking about a specific game that you would like switch to, but more like the style of videos. So like, would you make educational videos or something similar to that extent, like a different type of video other than
I would
gaming,
probably
I guess?
I'd probably start just doing more video essays. I really like editing a lot when it's not super overbearing, and the videos that do pretty well on YouTube are like the Isaac Iceberg or Iceberg videos. It's just essay videos like that. They're really interesting to me to watch, and they're pretty fun to put together and research. So I'd probably just start doing like weekly essay videos that are half an hour long, maybe.
Hmm. On yeah, yeah. So I have been okay. I have been questioning this because you do have like awesome achievements, like being a world record holder. At least that's what you've confirmed. Like 15 minutes ago, and that you're the only one that did a further character unlock run. My question would be, why did you decide to make those videos, or why did you decide to hold or try to hold a world record in the shortest repentance run, or why did you decide to do the further character run?
I've always really liked breaking open games as hard as I can. Like when I was a kid and I would play Lego games, I would try to just like sequence break as much as possible and stuff like that. So to me, speedrunning in its essence is just trying to find as many ways to abuse the game as possible to go faster. And Isaac is a game that I can play, however long I need to. And just grinding out a world record felt like it would be super easy. It wasn't. It took us it was like a 6-hour session of me and Preets just sitting there. But and then the third character runs the same thing. I just like taking a game and pushing it as far as I possibly can to see what I can do and like what you can possibly accomplish within a certain, scale, like one run or the fastest run, stuff like that.
So it's more about the challenge in those things. Am I correct?
Yeah, I like the challenge of them. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I want to ask, since I have not seen the further character run video yet. I'm sorry for what I have
okay.
seen. Yeah.
Although I have it pulled up, I'm gonna watch it after we record.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry for what I have seen. I have not watched it yet because I didn't have time. I still
That's
have to
okay.
do. Yeah, I still have to do. I still have to produce my own content, which I don't
I
mostly
was
do.
busy helping a friend get his YouTube channel back because he got hacked.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
It was Get Good WO. A lot of small content creators lately have been getting hacked due to fake sponsorship emails.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would want to sponsor me? Like, okay, I'm probably the most edgiest Let's Player, Isaac Let's Player ever in this goddamn site. Who will want to sponsor me and come out in a good light? No one.
You're
So,
pretty much a mini tier of grace.
yeah. So, yeah. Plus, who would want to sponsor a small Isaac themed podcast? No one. That's like,
Probably, yeah.
yeah, that's like the truth. I can't really.
Unless it's fucking Raid Shadow Legends that wants to fucking sponsor everything.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that this podcast is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Use the code I don't fucking care about this podcast to get 50 gold and a character called Fuck Off. Anyway, that was a terrible fucking joke. Because I have
That's
not.
the quality content our viewers want to see.
Shut up. Shut up. This podcast is not terrible. Shut up. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, since I have not seen the further character run video, can you tell us? Can you tell us in a short description? I guess for a lack of a better word, how the fuck did you unlock further characters in a single run?
There was a lot of Archie. There was a lot of Archie. There was a team of like 5 of us in my Discord. I used to before that I was like I think 2K subscribers around that time, so I wasn't like huge, but I had some people in my Discord that wanted to help with it, and we decided the best way to do it is to use Archie because you can go through multiple bosses and stuff like that, and through like further testing, we found out that you can actually like make significant unlocks and it'll affect your future laps. You can unlock like, the door to the downpour and it'll show up next time you use Archie. It's really helpful in that regard, but our bottleneck was like you can only get Archie so many times before you can't get it anymore. So a combination of question mark cards and diplopia and stuff like that. And then one day I was training for a tournament I was hosting. The Stars Are Calling. Like it was a speedrunning thing back with Priest and Alexa, and I on accident I found out a really huge like bug in the game where you could essentially victory lap on an entirely new run with no items, and once you started that run over, you would have achievements back turned on. And it's like a really weird, just a super stupid bug, but finding that allowed us to basically just abuse going to lamb and sacrifice rooms, just constantly victory lapping till we find an Archie, use that to enable achievements, and just go and get everybody. It was a process. There were a couple misplays where I had to sit in the home floor for 6 hours grinding out for an Archie because I forgot to get a backup one. But it was just a lot of like determination of just sitting through the same run over and over and over again.
Wow.
Oh, my question was I was gonna ask, did you use any mods? But I'm guessing you didn't.
No, I didn't use any mods or stuff like that. I felt like doing it authentically was the best way to tackle it.
Yeah, because
So which was okay? My question is, which was the hardest character to unlock in the run?
So, like, unironically, it was Tainted Blue Baby because in the video you'll see if you watch it, I go into the home floor, I become Blue Baby with clicker, and I touch the Blue Baby character. Then I, do my resetting stuff. At the very end of the file, we quit to the menu to count all of our characters. We thought we had everybody unlocked, and we're going through, and Tainted Blue Baby is not unlocked because the game decided that I walked out of the room. We counted it 4 frames too early, and it didn't save the unlock. So I had to grind for an Archie just to get that one last character. But the Forgotten was like outside of that reset. The Forgotten was the worst to get.
I figured the Forgotten would be one of the worst to get.
Yeah, the
Because of the
timer stuff is
convoluted-
hard, but
Yeah, the timer stuff. Mainly getting to boss rush is tough for me.
yeah, it was our biggest thing was that Archie does not reset your timer, so I have to victory lap with no items and then get Forgotten that way. So it was kind of like you have to not only do it with no items, you have to have a good enough run to get the shovel and live through it. So it was it was tense, but it ended up going pretty smoothly in that run.
so the first character that you unlocked was the Forgotten.
No,
Or
no, it was impossible because you have to beat Lamb at least once to unlock the shovel. So we had to go to Lamb, victory lap, and then find an R key right away so we could reset and beat that 1 minute timer on the first floor. I think what we did is we just found an R key before that victory lap and then popped it immediately. I have to watch it back though. It's been like 7, 8 months since we did that run. I think almost, which is a long time. Jeez.
in your
Um,
in your Discord, you said that you were going to recreate the further character run, and you said that there may be a potential for a 10-hour save.
Yeah, so there still is potential for it, but the new patch made it a lot harder. The day we found out, so the biggest thing was you can't do anything in greed or greedier, and the dream would be to have the D1 to like duplicate question mark cards. You can have infinite R key uses, but you can't get the D1. And then we found out like, oh, we can get the D infinity, and that gives us D1. But then the next day, Kilburn made the announcement there's a new patch coming out, and the note said they nerfed D1. So it's still going to be easier because D1 can turn any card into a question mark card now with enough battery charges, which is really, really nice. But we it's maybe more of like a 5 hour time save now. I might do it again. It's one of those things that it's like if there's no interest in it, I don't want to sit and do another 20-hour Isaac run because it's just draining. But if there's interest, I would 100% do it again.
Hmm.
And was this on a like 0% save file?
Yeah, it was.
Ah, so you didn't have like any of the like game breaking stuff unlocked.
Nope,
Like
no
glitch
echo chamber,
crown,
no D6. It was
no glitch crown. Yeah.
yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Okay.
more impressive now that you say that. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, I don't think there's been anybody else who's tried to get this.
There have been some attempts from just like random players in my Discord, but people just I mean it is a lot of dedication just because if you mess up one thing, you could just lose your entire run. If you go, one floor too far and you have no sacrifice room for getting to the land because you don't have the negative unlocked yet, then you just lost your entire run. So it's you have to be watching your run carefully, and it kind of makes it a lot harder to try and pull off without getting frustrated.
I see.
so you're the only one so far, is that correct?
Yes, well, me and my friend Zach, because Zach was my second player on there, but he was only there for I think a couple hours of it, just helping me, being like an item mule, holding extra R keys for me and stuff. But yeah, technically,
Hmm. I've noticed that that every so Discord actually has Discord displays what game you're currently playing. So you're playing like Isaac or Inscription or whatever. And each time I noticed that you played Isaac, a new streak video came out. So my question is, do you ever play Isaac recreationally, like on your free time?
not really. I find it hard, like being a smaller creator, to have any free time to play any game for leisure because if you're not making content out of a game, then it feels like you're just losing, money or losing stuff on it. Uh, the last time I played Isaac recreationally was maybe like 4 months ago. Me and my girlfriend played co-op, but that was like it. When I'm playing Isaac, I feel like I should be recording, everything. And also, my free time now is just like play Isaac, play another game for a second upload, edit a video, and then go to bed. It's a repeating cycle.
Hmm. I think that kind of sucks that you don't have a lot of free time, but I guess that comes with the grind of actually becoming big on YouTube, which fuck. Anyway, I wanted to let you know what? Let's quit the depression kicking in and ask about the game itself. What is your favorite character?
The Forgotten 100%.
Same.
If you put a melee character in a range-based game, it's all I'm gonna play. He's so fun. He's so smooth. I love just running into enemies and just whacking them.
Yep. I actually have a mod that plays like a bonk sound effect whenever I hit things. It doesn't play the coconut bonk, but it's close enough, so I
It's a
may
thought
make
that
a
counts.
mod like that since there isn't a mod that actually makes like the coconut like classic coconut bonk, which is like used like in the memes like go to horny jail.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, I'm not too much into modding Isaac myself, but if I ever did a mod, then I would go into the character selection screen and rename Jacob and Sour to Jacob and Red Hitbox.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those characters too much.
Yeah,
Me neither.
I mean, okay, I did kind of promise to my friends and also in a video, so I instantly fucking regretted it, that I will become the best Jacob and Sour player. And I said that when I had like 150 hours in the game, so it was pretty much premature. and 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 I do hate myself going along with it. But even still, that because of that comment, I do sort of hold Jacob and then Sour in a special sort of Stockholm syndrome kind of relationship where I do hate them. If they were real, I would fucking murder them. But you know, I still have to kind of like them because of the connection that I made with them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
And he's been like I've noticed on my Steam page, he's been chugging along with most of the Jacob and Esau achievements. However, I noticed he has some hidden achievements that I don't have.
ooh.
What achievements? I don't fucking Well,
They
okay.
just say hidden achievement. Play the game to find it out.
I mean, shit. What hidden achievements did I unlock in the past few days? I don't fucking remember. They don't show up as hidden achievements in game, and after that you're like, you know, fucked because Steam doesn't tell you what what exact achievements are like hidden from the game. So I'm not really trying to
Yeah, I'm
unlock.
looking through your achievements right now. I can't fucking find anything like that.
Yeah,
All of these I have so far.
yeah. Like the
Okay,
the
wait, I
mo
don't have that. What the fuck?
yeah the most
Wait,
that
why don't
I
I have that?
okay, you know what,
Okay.
the
Okay,
most
whatever.
the most that I have grinded for an achievement actually so far was unlocking Jacob and Esau with Azazel. So yeah, that was the most that I grinded and unlock. Just just beating Mother in order to unlock Beast.
Let's
But
see what all Jacob and Esau achievements he's unlocked. Vanishing Twin, The Stairway, Double Baby.
and that's it. Yeah,
Uh,
I've been
that's literally.
I've been
I thought
trying.
you unlocked.
I've been trying to unlock Birthright for like 2 videos already, and each time I fucking failed. So
Hey, I still haven't unlocked fucking Birthright.
he
I need to
didn't.
really do that.
Anyway, as for my favorite characters, like you know regular ones that I actually like to play with, uh, Tainted Maggie and Kane. Because Kane, Ben, you said once that Kane is like the most balanced, overpowered character, and ever since I have to agree. He has like a good damage multiplier, blah blah, you know. And Tainted
Right.
Maggie, yeah, you know, I just like to run into things without any repercussions because I can gain health back, and plus it is very helpful early game to just hug enemies instead of shooting them. But
It's
okay,
just fun.
yeah, but I was actually pretty much fucked in one of my Tainted Maggie's runs because I was like fighting Delirium, and I'll get to Delirium at a later time in this episode. But I was fighting Delirium with Tainted Maggie, and I had no way in order to replenish my health. So by the time the Delirium was like at 20% health, I only had 2 hearts left. And then I stupidly walked into 2 tiers and died.
Rip.
Yeah. I mean, like,
I actually have a mod that kind of makes Jacob and Esau easier. It's actually kind of a character mod. It adds just a single character, Esau, and also it adds a tainted version, which you basically get to be Dark Esau, and you can only attack by charging.
I have
It's
seen
actually really cool,
that
and
mod,
it
yeah,
actually
but I
counts towards their marks, which I did not expect that would be the case.
uh, I think that's a bit broken, but alright. I mean, yeah, I
I
think
mean, I don't use it for the marks. I just use it for fun. But I mean, I did accidentally unlock something, so
that SMH. Shyde cheating on Jacob and Sour. SMH. But okay, I have a spicy question. Who is the worst character in the entire game?
The
Ben?
worst character, huh? Oh man, I really don't like Blue Baby, but that's Blue. She's not the worst character. There's worse than Blue Baby. I gotta like think of like what they all do now. I mean, Blue Baby has like a really trash multiplier for damage, like awful item start, terrible HP game, but it depends what you're going for. If you're going for a streak, then the obvious answer is Tainted Loss. Nobody wants to roll Tainted Loss on a streak. If you're going for just like playing the game, like, you know, one run at a time casually, I would say you'll have your least fun runs as Blue Baby.
for me, it would have to be fucking Tainted Jacob because
Oh yeah.
I had the bright idea, like for my very first Binding of Isaac video, to play as fucking Tainted Jacob. I
Didn't
died so many fucking times.
didn't you last like
Thankfully, I didn't make a stupid promise that I was gonna become the best player at fucking Tainted Jacob, because that would open up a whole can of worms. But that's like, yeah, I do not like Tainted Jacob at all, and especially since Tainted Esau, like fucking Dark Esau, is invincible now. Like, I mean, it's good for doing damage, but it's good for doing damage to me as well. So yeah.
Tainted Jacob got so much better after the big patch. Because
Wait, really?
Dark Esau is now invincible. So you can't really be the last without it being without it being out of your control, because you always control Tainted Esau and how you interact with him, how you use him. He doesn't die on its own and doesn't force you to turn into the last. So when you make a mistake and Dark Esau hits you, you know that it is your mistake. Sometimes the room's layouts are obviously bullshit, but most of the time, you becoming the last as Tainted Jacob is your fault, or your intention if you're going for free with that devil deals, of course. Tainted Jacob is a fun and challenging character. Are they better than normal Jacob and Sour? I would say yes. Both like require to get used to them. But I think that Tainted Jacob has more fun related to it. Just maybe solely based on the mechanics. But the worst hate my worst hate or my most hated character or the worst character in my mind has to be Blue Baby, because he's just base Isaac with no like, you know, with no way to get red.
Like permanent health. I know what you mean.
Yeah. And why the fuck would you want to play Blue Baby? Just for the unlocks. Okay, great. Kinda fucking sucks that you have to play Blue Baby, base Isaac
That's
with
why,
with no
like,
red HP.
that's why before I got Repentance, I actually grinded out like for an entire like week. I grinded out like every character's fucking achievements like before Repentance released. And I felt like absolute hell. I finally fucking got Platinum God, but I felt just like defeated still. I'm like, oh god, finally.
I just hate boring characters. If honestly, if I had a choice, I would redo almost the entire of like the A side characters. They're just too samey. I never have any kind of unique runs with Maggie versus Judas versus Isaac. They're all just they're too much of the same character. I would redo the entire A side cast if I could.
Well,
I
okay.
think in that week I was trying to unlock everything. The one thing that I had trouble, well, not what the one thing, but the one thing I had an extreme amount of trouble with was trying to get fucking like the greed machine to 999. Or actually not 999, 1,000, because then it explodes. But like it took me at least 3 days playing through a run and over until I finally got it.
That that really sounds like you have no life, man. Are you okay?
I really don't.
Ah, that actually kind of hurts admitting that. I'm sorry for you, but okay,
It's fine.
yeah, I do agree with you, Ben, that most of the A side characters are samey, but I would not really rework Maggie because I would not rework most of them, but the one that I would definitely rework, or or actually I should word it differently. The most that I think is the most unoriginal character when it comes to A sides is probably Samson. Because his starting item is, Bloodlust. Okay, cool. You can get that as any other fucking character. What's special
Yeah,
about him?
but the thing was that in Flash Isaac, Samson started with an I like Bloodlust. Instead, it took you got damage by doing damage, which or not. No, you get it by taking damage in Flash Isaac,
Oh,
and they brought
that's
it back as Lusty Blood in Afterbirth.
uh no even Samson like gains damage by taking damage. That's his starting item, Bloodlust. So Samson is the same in Flash as well in Rebirth and the DLCs.
No,
So
Samson had the lusty blood effect, I think, in Flash. I think it was just the miscommunication because you would kill an enemy, you gain damage for that room, and then
Yeah,
they
that's
reworked it
right.
for Rebirth, I think. But
They
I don't know.
reworked it for
He is pretty
Rebirth
boring.
that you got damage by taking damage, and then they brought back in Afterbirth. They brought it back as Lusty Blood.
Right.
Now I remember. I don't know. It's been so long since that happened.
actually, that's an important question. What are even Samson's unlocks? Because I don't remember shit about them.
Let me check my achievements because I can't remember off.
I have the wiki open. Let me see. I
Well,
mean,
obviously Samson's ball and chain, right?
Ball and Chain. Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
And then Bloody Lust too.
Samson's chains. There's Blood Right, which is like dealing 40 damage while taking one heart away. Okay, fuck off. Then there's a Bloody Lust, of course, his starting item. A Lusty Blood, of course. A Blood Penny. A trinket, I think, called Samson's Lark. What does it fucking do? 1/15th chance to increase damage one by 0.5 for the current room each time an enemy dies. So basically it's Lusty Blood, but it only has a 1 in a 15 chance to actually increase. The activation change or chance also depends on the luck stat. So I guess yeah. What's an important unlock? There's also Bloody
Okay.
Gust. There's also Bloody Gust, where you gain like speed and range, I think, from
I
killing
think
an
it's
enemy.
tier 8 with Bloody Gust.
Let me check.
I'll just click it.
Speed and tears. Yeah, speed and tears, not range.
And for the
Yeah,
next one, he has empty
yeah.
heart.
Samsung even doesn't have like Okay, he has Bloody Lust, but that's like
I mean, I'll give you
it.
that one. Most of his unlocks are just a reskin of, or a reskin and rework of Bloody Lust. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I would like delete Blue Baby and Samson from the list, and we would have like we would have a more cohesive list of characters. Honestly,
Oh yeah, I forgot to say my favorite characters, and currently I still like Forgotten and also Tainted Apollyon, but I've gotten into playing Tainted Eve recently, and she's really fun. Like
uh,
She's
basically
interesting.
what I do is just I keep my finger on the fire button and never let go until a boss fight is over.
I guess yeah. But by the way, Ben, I did watch your you know, we need to talk about Isaac Player's video where you like showcase where you like showcase the Isaac server's hot takes. And I really laughed out loud with the part where you point out that Eve is like 5.
Yeah,
Like okay, one, that's hilarious. But second, how dare you criticize my questionable relationship with my waifu? You fucking uncultured swine.
those videos were interesting. They got like pretty much overwhelming like positive feedback, but there's those few people who are just kind of like, you're being so mean or you're being so rude, and it's kind of like, I mean, it's a video game. Like, it doesn't have to be taken, at like serious value. But I like making those funnier like meme videos. They're short to make, and they're pretty funny to people. Apparently, they like watching them. So, but yeah, there's some weird takes in the Isaac Discord.
Is the Isaac Discord that really bad?
It's not bad. Like, people in there are relatively like, nice. Every community has its bad apples. Like, I remember a while ago someone mentioned that one of their family members, they passed away, and someone replied to them and just said skill issue, which is kind of like, oh, I don't know about that one.
You know what? That's
Usually,
that's
whenever
so
somebody does that, I'm just thinking, God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that's like so bad and insensitive that that's actually funny. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Why the fuck am I laughing at that? Jesus. uh, but yeah, but I do get the argument with like, having bad apples in every single community. Because of being in some communities that just have terrible fucking people. Like, I'll name one community, not publicly of course, but I was in a one community. It was related to anime. Uh, that attracted some weird people, and also attracted minors. Put those two together, and you see where I'm
Right.
going with this.
Yeah.
In 1 year I've been in that community, 8 pedals were like exposed.
Yeah, it happens. Discord's a breeding ground for that usually.
Yeah, but but the surprising thing is, the entire community just accepted that once in a month a pedo gets exposed. Ooh, let's move on. And it just the topic of that is so this it's just not so interesting because it happens so much. That's also one of the reasons why I left that certain community. Yeah. I just couldn't stand all the fucking drama, so I just moved on to uh calling a 5-year-old a waifu because that's surely a healthy way to start a relationship.
Right.
I had a similar situation a few years back in a very uh a subreddit about a very popular indie game. I'm not gonna name it because I don't really want to associate with those people anymore, but we had a similar situation where pedos were getting revealed left and right, and there actually was one where one was doing something that I cannot really say on YouTube, otherwise we may get a strike or something. But yeah,
Just not that, please. We can talk about people getting exposed as pedos, but please not that. Please, I want to make money with this channel. But anyway, I should stop being so fucking selfish oriented. But anyway, moving on from pedos, what is the weirdest bug that ever happened to you, Ben?
Uh, Funnily enough, in the 30 character run, so there's a rule in Isaac where if you use the item clicker, you cannot turn from tainted to a normal character. They're separate, character wheels. You can only become tainted and normal into normal. You can't cross those two pools. And we needed to get Tainted Cain, and we already filled out all 4 of our co-op slots, so we can't add any other characters in. As we're trying to get Tainted Cain, I clicker as like Tainted Isaac, and I became normal Judas, and it messed up like so much stuff. It's just I don't even know how that bug happened. I've never seen it be replicated ever since then. So it must have just been some weird like victory lap arcade shenanigans. But still, like I've encountered so many weird things in Isaac that might take the cake though in terms of like just goes against every rule that Kilburn made.
Bah. That okay. You have to kind of expect bugs like that when you're like victory lapping and then using IQ all over and over and over again, just trying to break the game as much as possible. I think you're gonna come around.
Yeah, we
Uh,
had we had one where the donation machine had infinite money inside of it, and before it got nerfed to being one bomb, if you could bomb it infinite times and it would not lose any money. So we got Epic Fetus and Soy Milk, and we got like literally infinite money constantly. But there's some strange bugs in this game, even to this day still.
I mean, you probably you probably some other games are definitely more buggier and that I've definitely made videos on, but this isn't. This really isn't about those other games. This is about Isaac, where you know, where uh, I wanted to make a joke, but it didn't. But I didn't think of a funny joke. Sometimes happens. Worst boss in the entire game.
It's I might honestly say Singe. I cannot stand Singe and Singe's arena. There's it's hard because I don't think Delirium is he's a BS boss, but when you expect the BS, you come out fine. I feel like, but Singe, just that whole arena and the pits and the explosions, like it just becomes it traps you way too easily. I think.
Uh,
yeah, I'd say the same thing for the bloat because, like, well, the same thing you said for delirium because if you're expecting, you literally have to stand to like behind him and then he can't do anything. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, I would add on to the meme, but we're basically beating a dead horse at this point.
Right.
Singe. Is that like a repentance boss?
Yeah, it's the one in the ash pit that has the spike balls in the arena with it.
Oh, that one. I mean, I have since I have only like 300 350 hours in the game. I have not gone to Ashpit that much, and if I did, I always had like instant wing runs where I basically massacred everything in a quick swoop, so I didn't experience a lot of singe attacks. I don't
Mhm.
know. I really hate Calastomia because I still didn't
Yeah.
understand his attacks. And plus, blah. That's just a giant blah moment.
Yeah, I don't like any of the Dross bosses.
Okay, you know what?
Sisters Vis and Reap Creep are two breeds of bullshit that I hate. Reap Creep because like sometimes with the champion versions, I'm like, oh, what is it gonna do? Oh shit, I didn't see that coming. And then
Right.
Sisters Vis, like the fucking like back when I first got Afterbirth Plus, I found this boss on like a very bad run. I was like, well, whatever. We'll just roll with it. I got like no damage ups. I was stuck with base damage. And basically what happened was I went into the boss room as I saw them, and then I'm like, okay, I don't want to really like damage it very much because I kind of want to see what it does. And there's just a fucking the one of them just opens its chest and just spreads a fucking brimstone across the entire room.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they'll do it to you sometimes.
Sisters Viz is that actually happens with the normal versions as well. So I'm used to that attack. But
I know that
I
happens with
was.
the normal version. I was talking about the champion version of Reap Creep
Oh,
here
were you?
because I still
Did
don't
it?
know its attack patterns.
Didn't you like mention Sisters Viz as well? Or did I
Yes,
overhear?
I was talking about Sisters Vis, but mentioned Reap Creep first.
Ah, well, I do actually like Reap Creep. He's like an easier fighting boss, I would say. And the fact that he has like three phases instead of like the normal bosses like one or maybe two, I think that's slightly more unique. And ever since I got used to the rocks falling down, I think that he's actually a fun boss. I actually didn't expect anyone to say. I actually expected that Delirium would be the worst boss, but I didn't
I
expect that.
mean,
I didn't expect that someone would say otherwise.
I mean, Reap Creep normal Reap Creep is okay, but the champion versions, they are just a whole other breed of bullshit.
Yeah, okay, you know what? You know why I'm so fucking salty about Delirium right now? Uh, I'm
Oh, I
yeah,
know,
yeah,
but I'm not gonna say it.
yeah. So basically, I was playing as the last. Yeah, I had a fucking godlike run. I took a hit into the holy man. I also had like a book of shadows and book of virtues, and a couple of defensive items. So I was really protected at that stage. I somehow got into a hit with to the holy mantle. Okay, fine. I have a lot of defensive items. I should be able to like defeat it. The health was like at 10% or 15%, right? Then Delirium transformed into Satan and spawned one of his like black worms on the edges of the room. And since I didn't expect him to do that, I accidentally flied into the fucking black worm. That worm exploded and killed me.
Rip.
Yeah, worst part is I also had Cappy's collar. So I was really fucking hoping for a revive, and when it didn't happen, I just fucking screamed into the fucking microphone. I was like shaking. I was like hoping the entire 2 hours before this episode in order to like cope and seethe with the imagination, with the fucking footage of me flying into that black worm bullshit. I actually recorded the entire fight as well, so I
I
could
saw it
like
on Twitter, I think. Yeah.
so I could like put it in a YouTube video to say like, oh my god, I defeated Delirium, but no, all I've got to fucking show is me being a fucking dumbass and flying into enemies. Fuck.
Yeah. Actually, before we started recording, well, actually, before he sent me the questions for the recording, he sent me a screenshot of the exact death screen from that run.
Like I was playing, I was playing Isaac recreationally because procrastination is like binging over me, and it really fucking shouldn't. But I was playing as the last for fun, right? I have like defeated Isaac and Blue Baby as a boss, and then the fucking Delirium portal spawned on Blue Baby. I had originally planned to go Mega Satan, but since Delirium's unlock was the Holy Card, I thought, let's unlock the Holy Card so that I have extra Holy, so that I have extra cards for Tainted Last and actually make Tainted Last playable, at least for me. So I went ahead with Delirium and fucking died. So, not. I'm definitely not salty. I definitely didn't have a godlike run and just fucking wasted it. Anyway, well, do you have any last words, Ben?
Subscribe to Frithian, subscribe to Shyde. Don't subscribe to me. I'm not worth it. But thank you guys for
Aw.
having me on.
Oh, no. Subscribe to all of us, okay? Subscribe to all of us. All of us make good. All of us make content, okay? Ben is doing his game. Okay, Ben is doing. Okay, Ben is doing his game breaking runs or some other boring shit. I don't know. I am procrastinating most of the time, and I think Shyde doesn't even make videos in the first place.
I do. I just forget what I'm doing sometimes. Plus, I work really, really hard. Editing is hard, you know.
Is it really? I mean, I'm used to it, so I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's all. If you like this podcast, of course, subscribe to the three of us. Don't download Windows 11 since it's fucking up my Windows, my Discord window, and fuck off.